Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be talking about a few different kinds of new fish that I've gotten. So you may or may not be able to see these guys in here. There's only 3 of them, but in here I've got 3 goldfish. They're all, oh, there's one. There's another one back there. So, in here I have 1 Shubunkin goldfish, which is that one, and then 2 feeder goldfish. And if you don't know what feeder fish are, basically different pet stores sell them and stuff, and people will buy them and then feed them to their big predatory fish. But honestly, I just figure they're really cheap, and also they still look pretty nice, so why not buy some? So I've had these guys for just over 2 weeks now. They got out of quarantine 2 days ago. Unfortunately, I did buy 4, and unfortunately one of them didn't make it. It has some kind of internal parasites. I don't know what all was happening. But anyway, it didn't make it, which was a bummer. But I still have these 3. So you can see there's 2 hanging out back there. Those are the 2 feeders. And then I don't know where the Shubunkin ended up going now. But yeah, they're really cool. Right now they're kind of shy, but I'm hoping that they'll kind of get used to me and not be so shy in the next, I don't know, few weeks or so. Anyway, yeah, and this is probably going to be one of my next videos. What most people don't realize is that goldfish are actually really great cleaner fish, as long as you have a big enough tank. So basically what they'll do, is go through the sand or gravel or whatever you have at the bottom. Maybe you can even see one do it. And they'll pick it up in their mouth, and they'll sift through it, and then spit out the sand again. And what they're doing is basically looking for food in the sand. And in doing that, they're also going to stir up any other gunk in the sand so that your filter can suck it up. So, actually, for the first while that they were in here, the water actually ended up being really cloudy because they were going through all the sand and stirring it up and stuff. But I've got now 2 different filters running in here. I have a sponge filter and a little internal filter, and they're doing a pretty good job of keeping the water clear and everything. But yeah. So that's these guys, and I guess I'll show you basically what I have them in. So this is basically just a big plastic tub that I've gotten from Woolies, which, if you don't live in Australia, it's basically the grocery store that most people go to, or Woolworths, whatever you want to call it, like food, anything like that. So this holds about 60 liters or 16 gallons, and I know this is definitely not big enough permanently for them at all, because they do get like 1 to 2 feet long in total. Yeah, maybe I'll do another video specifically on that at some other point in time. But yeah, so since they do get pretty big, and at this point we're actually living in an apartment and still trying to find a house to live in, like my family, I am not able to have absolutely ginormous tanks. At this point, the biggest one that I have and am allowed to have is my 40 gallon. or 150 liters, however big you want to say. It's about 3 feet long, maybe just over. Since we still probably won't get a house for a while, I can pretty much guarantee I'm actually going to end up putting the goldfish and a few other fish in the 40-gallon eventually, once they get a little bit bigger, and moving most of those fish probably over to here. But yeah, I'll probably do more videos on that in the future. But that's, I guess, an introduction to my new goldfish. And I guess I'm also going to mention really quick, the reason that this rope is around here, I'm sure this tub can hold this amount of water and everything, but I just want to make sure that it doesn't bow too much and that kind of thing. So I tied a rope around, and it doesn't look super nice, but it works well enough. So that's my goldfish. Now, and I will say, these guys are still in quarantine. So a while ago, I was able to catch 2 more fly-specked hardyheads from my local river. And yes, there are 2 male guppies in here. I put them in here to try to encourage the hardyheads to eat. Sorry about the glare. Yeah, that's better. So there's the hardyheads, and the fish that I'm very much excited for, and this is another fish that is going to get pretty big, and is going to go in the 40-gallon at some point, probably with the goldfish. I was actually able to catch a little, of course it doesn't want to focus, a little baby archer fish. This guy's probably like just over a centimeter long, or like a little under a ½ inch. When these guys are when archer fish are full grown, they do get to about 6 inches or so, depending on the species. This guy is probably going to get around 6 inches. I have heard that some species actually get up to 8, but yeah, we'll see. And again, this is just a quarantine tank. It's a long tank one of the tanks that I've built myself. It only holds about 2.5 gallons, but like I keep saying, it's only quarantine. After he's done with quarantine, he's probably going to go into here. Not this side. I'll probably explain about that in a while. In here, I've split the 15-gallon again. And in here I have, at this point, a deformed guppy. So if you look kind of at its tail, the backbone, you can see it's a little bent. And, well, I doubt that that'll pass on to whatever fry that she has. I just want to make sure that I don't end up with a whole bunch more guppies like that. I've already had a few in the past, and, well, yes, for the most part, they swim perfectly fine. I try to not breed them. And then the other fish in here, it's the 1 neon tetra that survived from the 6 neon tetras that I got a while ago. It has some kind of permanent disease. I think it's neon tetra disease. I don't know exactly. I'm just pretty sure that I won't be able to cure it, however you want to put it. But it's still eating and everything. It doesn't look... if you look closely, it has like a tiny bit of fungus around its mouth and on its sides. But for the most part, it still swims perfectly fine and everything. But anyway, the archer is going to go into here for a while to get a bit bigger, and then once it's probably like 2 to 3 inches or so, no, not that big. But once it's gotten big enough, I'm going to put it with the goldfish over here. Or, okay, to be honest, I'm probably not going to put it into this tub really at all. I'm probably going to end up just putting it straight into the 40-gallon once it's big enough. And like I said earlier, moving a whole ton of these fish out and putting the goldfish in there too. But yeah, I'm hoping to be able to catch a few more of these guys in my local river. They are native here, which is really cool. And what I found out not long after I got this guy, and that's even cooler. First of all, these guys are totally legal to take here from the wild here. No size limit or anything. But the limit to how many you're allowed to own that you've specifically taken from the wild, you can only take 20. But besides that, you're totally allowed to take them and everything. And what's even crazier, if you're going to buy any of these guys online, the cheapest ones I could find were about $50 each. So I'm really glad that that I'm able to actually just catch archerfish here, because they're a really cool fish. And what's even cooler, if you don't know about archerfish, once they get bigger, they're actually able to shoot water out of their mouth up to 10 feet, or like 2 to 3 meters, to shoot crickets and different bugs and things off of branches that are above the water, and then whatever bugs that they shoot at will fall into the water, and then the archerfish can eat them, which I think is really, really cool. That's another reason that I wanted to get that's another reason that I like these guys. But yeah, I've had the Archer and the 2 Hardy Heads for close to a week and a half now. So they have 4 days left in quarantine. And then the Hardy Heads, once they're done, they are just gonna go with my group of 6 other Hardy Heads that I already have in here. And of course, they just want to swim away right now. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you like videos like this, and either comment that you like them and that you want me to do more of them, or hit the like button. I would really appreciate both. And if you're not subscribed already, then please subscribe. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.